What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be showing off my band shirt collection. I got all these shirts. It doesn't look like that much here. It's just a big pile of shirts. And I'm going to be going over all the bands I have, maybe talk about where I got the shirts. And I also want to use this as like a, kind of like a reminder of what shirts I want to get. Because I want to get more band shirts, bro. I need more niche band shirts, man. Fuck. Like, first off, we got Slipknot. This is one of my first ones that I got whenever I was... Actually, I got this shirt whenever I wasn't even really listening to nu metal. So I barely wear this. I barely wore it when I got it. Like, this shirt kind of went to waste. I got it at Hot Topic. I don't know why they have so many tour shirts there. I have like multiple tour shirts and I've never seen them live, but yeah, Slipknot, a little bit basic. We also got my Meshuggah shirt. Now this is, shit, I forget what album this is called actually. Destroy, Erase, Improve, yeah, that's right. This one is pretty underrated. It has some bangers on it, and that cover just looks tough with like 3 different jits on it. It's pretty fire. Yeah, one of my favorite progressive death metal bands. Very consistent discography. Goated. I reviewed Chaos Fear, I think. I don't know, it was months ago by now. But next up, we have this Korn shirt. You know, I appreciate Korn, I guess, for what they did as like starting a genre, and that debut Korn self-titled, like, is probably one of the better nu metal albums that I've heard. And I got this whenever I saw them in concert, whenever I was actually a bigger fan of them. I was, like, singing all the lyrics, I was headbanging, I was like, bro, this is so tough. Literally, Gojira opened up for them, and I didn't care about Gojira. I wanted to record my Korn rather than Gojira, bro, even though if I could go back in time, Gojira would be way tougher to see. There was also Spiritbox. I would rather see Spiritbox over Korn as well, like. So I'm a little upset about that, but I have this Korn shirt that I got from that. Next shirt. This has gotta be like top 10 most LARPed band shirts of all time. That's why I never wear this shit. I used to have Nirvana shirts, but I gave them all to my sister because she actually likes Nirvana, and bro, I could never wear that because it's just too many LARPers. Same thing with this. Like, you will see anybody at school wearing this shit, bro. And that one Korn shirt with the debut cover on it, with like the swing set. People LARP that shit, bro. So yeah, I got Deftones, Around the Fur. I do actually think that Deftones is the best nu metal / alternative metal band, and I think this is actually a great album. So one of the only nu metal bands that I can say is like actually consistent. Nu metal, alternative metal, whatever. Next shirt we got Gorguts. This is more up my alley. I had to buy this online because Hot Topic and places like that don't be having like extreme metal shirts like this. But yeah, Gorguts. This is one of their weakest albums in my opinion, and this is one of their most basic. It's just old school death metal, released in 1990, considered dead. But this album cover is so iconic. Like, you see that little creature in the background, and then there's like a coffin in the middle. It's just tough. Gorguts is really good. Really good band. So I like that shirt. And then I guess I'll give y'all like my top 3 shirts at the end. But alright. Next up we got Cryptopsy with, I wanted to get Cryptopsy's None So Vile. I wanted to get that on a shirt. But I had to get As Gomorrah Burns because this was just like the highest quality one. It still looks pretty cool. There's like a demon thing in there. So, I like that. Next shirt, we got, this is one of my first extreme metal shirts that I got, Sanguisugabogg. This is probably one of my most extreme shirts, despite the fact that this is a very poser band. Like, you can't even see that name if I zoom into it. It's just straight slop. And then you got, like, some monsters on there. This is one of my favorite shirts, actually, despite the fact that I only got it whenever I was first getting into brutal death metal. Like, I haven't listened to Sanguisugabogg in, like, a year, bro. But I remember Abhorrent Contraception was a fire song by them. That was, like, their best song. Next up, we got Death, one of my favorite progressive death metal bands. Up there with, like, Meshuggah and Gojira, as I said before. This is the debut album, though. This is not progressive. This is old school death metal, thrash death. Just overall tough shirt. I love wearing this one. I love Death. I think the cover looks really cool. Except one thing I will say about the shirt, I got it from an online website for cheap. And look, I don't know if you can see the bottom text, but it says Scream Bloody Gorf. Yeah, you cannot see that shit at all, bro. This camera angle's trash. Alright. It says Scream Bloody Gorf. It's like the words, the bottom of the words are cut off. So, but whatever. Nobody looks at the shirts that deep anyways. Next up, I have Dying Fetus. I have a lot of friends who actually say that this is a bad shirt and it doesn't look like that good. They say it looks AI. Bro, just because there's like a lot going on. I love this shirt, honestly. Like, I really don't care what they say. I fuck with this shirt. I fuck with Dying Fetus, even though they're a poser, brutal death band. I still wear that shirt quite a bit, I can't lie. Only a couple more to go. Next up, we got Emperor. This is my only black metal shirt. I want to get more black metal shirts. This is... shit. The Nightside Eclipse. This is their best album. Their best pure black metal album. But they do have later stuff in their career. It's like progressive, like a little bit more melodic. Like, they have a great discography. This is one of my favorite black metal bands, up there with like Dissection and who else would I even... Windeer? I really like Windeer. Alright. Oh yeah, next up, this is one of my favorites for sure. Morbid Angel, Altars of Madness. This is their best album, classic 1989 death thrash, occult death metal. I really like Morbid Angel's logo. I like all the stuff going on. There's like a pentagram. There's like one of those triple spear things that like Poseidon has and also like the devil has. I don't necessarily worship the devil, bro. Just because you listen to metal does not mean that you're like a devil worshiper. I just think it looks cool. And my last shirt, Cannibal Corpse. I got this from Hot Topic as well. This is the most extreme metal shirt that they have at Hot Topic. Another one of the tour ones. I never saw them on tour. I would love to. Like, bro. I come blood. Like, bro. That would be tough. They got so many hits, but yep, that is all my shirts. Overall, I would say my favorite ones are my Emperor shirt, my Dying Fetus shirt, my Sanguisugabogg shirt. That's like my top three. The Cryptopsy one is good, the Gorguts one is good. Like, I love my shirts. But, like I said, I do want to get more. I have a hat that I wear sometimes, right? But it has a baseball, like, logo on it for Boston, I think. I don't even like baseball. So I want to get a hat. I want to get either an Internal Bleeding hat or a Gorgasm hat. That would be fire. I need to get some more niche brutal death bands if I can. I want to get a Malignancy shirt. I want to get, and that's not even really that niche, but I know that if I wanted to get, like, I don't know, an Embalmer shirt or, like, a Century shirt. Like, that is not gonna work, bro. That's not gonna work. So yeah, I want to get that. I want to get a Nile shirt for sure. Nile is one of my favorite brutal technical death metal bands. I want to get a power metal shirt. I want to get a Dragon Force or Rhapsody shirt. I think that would be tough. I love power metal. And yeah, just like some more brutal stuff. Maybe like some Severe Torture. A Severe Torture shirt would be hard. Dehumanize, that's a classic. Like that classic album. That would be tough. But yeah, that's all my band shirts. I wanted to show them off. I'm gonna get more, and then I'm gonna do an update whenever I do that. So yeah.